Krásný, hezký večer. Zdravím vás u možná posledního Robocopa.
What the hell? It's like a hurricane came through.
Stay alert.
Tady se něco hodně posmál. A já asi tuším co, ale... Found the ashes.
At least we have chopper support.
No such luck. That's a TV helicopter.
They're here already?
Co mi říká, že na recepci mi asi teďka neřeknou nic.
It was furious. It destroyed everything in its path. What did? Monster.
Robo, I'm in the Channel 9 helicopter. I'm seeing a lot of movement on the executive floor.
I know exactly where that is.
We need to get up there.
No, get the injured out of the building. I will handle what is up there.
Sure.
Positive.
You heard him. Let's evacuate everyone. Hurry up.
Tak.
Murphy, we're finding more and more wounded, and they're all giving me consistent descriptions. So unless everyone is getting it wrong, there's an old friend waiting for you upstairs. You can expect...
Trouble?
That's right.
Make sure there is no one left in the building.
Will do, partner.
To je výška. A už jsem nahoře.
I see you. That thing just moved to the western corner of the executive floor. It something.
Si myslím, že to bude tu něco velkého, co uteklo z té.
Be careful.
Mi nemusí říkat dvakrát. Já vím, že to bude další robot.
What do you want from me? Robocop! My #1 guy. There seems to be a misunderstanding.
Robocop, I wanted to leave you a message before I undergo this procedure. It has been a long and laborious process, but it has given me the opportunity to observe you closely.
The old man! That you? I didn't know! I didn't mean to!
Ah.
Only now do I truly understand what others see in you. I realize why they cheer you on.
Říkal jsem, že jsem rozprskne hlava, OK.
Past your mental exterior and see that somehow you haven't lost your humanity. That puts my mind at ease. You made me realize that I do not have to fear what is about to happen. I can remain human, as you have. Selfless and devoted to something bigger than myself. Uncorruptible. And that is what I always strive to be, Woodrock Murphy. I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for us.
You sold the city's future. That leaves one question. Scrapyard or prison, creep?
Oh.
Murphy, what the hell was that?
Just an old friend.
Chviličku, já si to trošku stiším, že to rozřve.
Do you need backup? I repeat, do you need backup?
Negative. Keep the evacuation going.
Copy that. Are you sure you're all right?
Affirmative.
The building is starting to shake. We're nearly done with the evacuation.
Lásko?
You will not win this.
Ouch. Skoro vypadá na boss fight s mechanikama.
Where the hell are you? I've lost visual.
We went downstairs.
What? Murphy, we got everyone out. Be careful. The building will not hold. You need to get yourself out of there.
I am in the middle of something.
Ježiš, že tu je ta neprůstřelná dodávka.
Going somewhere?
Robo,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't like what I'm seeing. The building's actually shaking. Get out while you still can.
Bez tak celý souboj od začátku. Samozřejmě.
Murphy, what the hell was that? Do you need backup? I repeat, do you need backup?
Negative. Keep the evacuation going.
Copy that.
Affirmative.
The building is starting to shake. We're nearly done with the evacuation.
You will not win this.
Where the hell are you? I've lost visual.
We went downstairs.
What? Murphy, we got everyone out. Be careful. The building will not hold. You need to get yourself out of there.
I am in the middle of something.
Otevřel lékárna. Tak. Už to chci dokončit.
Murphy, what the hell was that? Do you need backup? I repeat, do you need backup?
Negative. Keep the evacuation going.
Copy that.
Pojď.
Sounds are making me nervous. Are you sure you're all right?
Affirmative.
The building is starting to shake. We're nearly done with the evacuation. Where the hell are you? I've lost visual.
We went downstairs.
What? Murphy, we got everyone out. Be careful. The building will not hold. You need to get yourself out of there.
I am in the middle of something.
Robo, I don't like what I'm seeing. The building's actually really shaking. Get out while you still can.
Sapevo modo fisico.
Murphy, you need to get out of there. It's about to collapse. The building's evacuated. There's no one else inside. You need to save yourself.
To bylo pro ně lepší.
Does anyone see him?
I can't see anything. Move closer.
Negative. When the building collapses, the dust cloud will choke the engine.
Oh my god! Murphy!
No! No! No!
To by způsobilo takové škody.
Wait! I see something!
Is that him? Talk to me!
It is me, Louis. It has always been me.
Another week passed since the OCP's magnificent giant has fallen. OCP's new CEO assured us that the destruction of its headquarters will not stand in the way of finishing Delta City. Japanese corporation Kanemitsu has already shown interest in OCP's most prominent project. We at Media Break welcome them with open arms. Delta City, yokoso! From the City of Wonders, we're back to Detroit. The city's debt has reached a new peak. Re-elected Mayor Cusack, asked about his plans for reform, said he had other plans instead. OCP is the weakest it's ever been. We'll sue them even if we need a Japanese lawyer, he assures us. Now it's time to introduce a new segment, You the Detroiters, where we share feel-good stories from our local communities. Disgraced Senator Farrell took hostages at the local theater and called for his reinstatement. However, a former vagrant and the theater's newest employee managed to defuse the situation. When asked why he decided to risk his life, Pickles, a European cinema connoisseur, said that it was simply disrespectful to interrupt the screening. Let's just hope Pickles does not influence the theater's movie selection. Finally, we know what is more dangerous than the lack of an ozone layer. Sunblock 5000 model torn to pieces by an ED 209 after not adhering to its instructions. The only witness to the tragedy, Dr. Olivia Blanche, was left delirious after the incident. She stated that mechanical lawman was not to be trusted. We will miss you, Melissa. A defamed reporter funded by terrorists after trying to illegally broadcast a hit piece aimed at OCP. Samantha Ortiz has been spotted collaborating with a terrorist group led by a woman known in the underworld as Bertha. OCP denied. We're sorry for the disturbance. Fortunately, this time it was a minor one. Let's move on. A new world record has been set in Detroit. A man called Funeral Bob attended his 1000th funeral this year. The record-breaking funeral belonged to Max Becker, a former OCP executive. As it turned out, Bob was its only attendee. The OCP delegation did not arrive due to a rescheduled business meeting. We hope the meeting went well. And now from hero to zero. A corporate employee saved the life of a policeman in the Holy Cow restaurant, but he did not do it for free. While performing the abdominal thrusts, Ulysses Washington stole the officer's badge. Caught red-handed, Washington claimed that the badge once belonged to him. Committing crimes while aspiring to be a cop, we've heard it all. One question still remains unanswered. What happens to Robocop's human status? Mayor Cusack distances himself from Robocop and leaves no doubt that he will not be advocating for granting him human rights. Robocop's efforts have prompted a public conversation.
I hope OCP doesn't take him off the street. Who will protect us then?
Ah! It's Robocop! Robo, I love you!
Reaper, skeleton speaker, pure pandemonium.
To many more years on the force, Robocop. It's been a busy time for Detroit, but the cloud that lowers over the city is lifting as police end their strike. We're ready to serve, said Officer Ann Lewis, who returned to duty despite her recent injury. What heroism. Detroit can sleep soundly tonight. The question is, for how long? That's all for today. This was Casey Wong. Until next time.
Jo, tak bychom to měli. To poslední bylo úplně napitel s prominutím, ale přiznávám, musel jsem si to snížit o úroveň, protože už jsem na to neměl nervy a čas. Každopádně nějaké malé rekapitulace. Když tahle hra přišla do PS Plus, tak jsem se na jednu stranu strašně těšil, na druhou stranu jsem se jí bál, co to bude. S Robocopem přece nemám žádné zkušenosti. Ale jako sice jsem se ještě do toho nevrhl, ale mám strašnou chuť se podívat minimálně na ten první film. Možná všechny 3 ty původní filmy. Jako tahle hra je na jednu stranu bomba. To, jak tam máte ty policejní věci, nejenom to střílení, tak prostě to asi ten nejpokročilejší simulátor policie, co jsem zažil. A ty mikropříběhy a tak. Tak krásně vystihuje prostě tu dobu, kdy se ten film točil. Jak si to lidi představovali, že to bude fungovat. No a kdybych měl teda nějak ohodnotit grafiku, hudbu a tak hudba moc dobrá. Ikonická, hraje ve správných momentech a tak. Grafika jde vidět, že je to prostě nechci říct vyloženě nízkorozpočtová hra, ale prostě není to hra 3Ačkového studia, které prostě dělá nějaké asasiny nebo tak, prostě jakože to. Příběh je dobrý, má tam pár skvělých zvratů. Je fajn, že můžete ovlivňovat jejich životy a prostě na konci nějaké jakoby to rozuzlení, jak co dopadlo. Něco dopadlo dobře, něco hůř. A celkově myslím, že to dopadlo skvěle. Jsem strašně rád, že jsem si tu hru zahrál. I kdybych se k ní nedostal, nebýt PS Pluska. To je jeden z důvodů, proč mám strašně rád to PS Plus. S tím máte možnost si zahrát i věci, které jinak byste nikdy nehráli. A jako fakt skvělý, no. Gold version. Robocop má jenom klasický skin, jak vidím. Samozřejmě se podívám jenom na tuhle. Skipnem. Se chci podívat, jestli mi teda zůstaly všechny ty.
Good to see you, Murphy.
Teďka ve své podstatě právě bych mohl jít a rozdělit si pontíky. To je dobré, že vás to jako takhle dovolí si to rozdělit znovu. No nic, budu končit. Fakt jsem si hru užil. Bude se mi po ní trošku stýskat, ale zase jdeme dál. Ve středu nám oznámí nový PS Pluska, takže tenhle týden budu točit na nejvíc už nějaké videa. To bude vše. Takže zatím papa.